Everyone stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go live, tap the bell. We go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here right now, say what up. Good morning. What's going on? Today is Tuesday, I believe. Today Tuesday? I think so. I think today's Tuesday. Right now, S&Ps are up 12. Dow was up 153, and NASDAQ is down 6. So, kind of a mixed market this morning. Trying to see what's going on. What's going on, Jeff, Christopher, Samir, how you doing? What is going on? If you're just joining, say what up. If you guys can do me the favor, hit the like button. We're just getting going this morning. What's up, Jack? So, what is it going to be today? Today seems to be kind of like a slow-moving day. We got some rippers. Home Depot is actually up to 288 right now, closed at 286, so that's gapping up. We got some stocks moving. Boeing's moving. Boeing's up at 180. Obviously, boycott Boeing. Even though it's running, it hurts. But boycott BA. You know how it is. Yo, Mel, what's up? Rodney, Manny, Future Habits. Cheers. Let's make some money today. What do you guys think? Should we make some money today? What do you think? We got some stuff. We got some stuff to cover, but I'll wait till some more people join the stream. But we got some stuff to cover right now. SPY, we're at 344. Kind of just chilling, slowly grinding up. We did hit 343 yesterday. We are gapping up above 343. So we're kind of interesting spot. Qs on the other hand, Qs ramped up last night to 285. Yesterday, we had a clear double top on the 15-minute around 260, 266, 285. Let's call it 285.70. Double top here just ran down and then tried to recover after hours. And now here we are. We're just basically at where we closed at yesterday. But Qs, NASDAQ, honestly, may be a little rocky today. But, Trend is still your friend, so don't, people are like, oh, I'm laying into the weakness. Like, check the 1-year chart, man. Check the 1-year chart. You can lay into weakness all you want, but you cannot deny. You cannot deny the trend, right? Yo, man, child, what's going on? If you're just joining, say what up. So we have some stuff going on this morning. The big news of last night is that the Dow is going to be making some changes here. August 31st is going to be a big day. You got Apple stock split, Tesla stock split, and now they added changes to the Dow here. Whoa. No, turn down that volume. Hold on. Let me turn this down. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? So, you got Sarah. You got Siri going off. I got the iPad. I got the iPhone. Siri's going off everywhere. every time. Anyways, okay, we got Salesforce, Amgen, and Honeywell going to be added. They're replacing ExxonMobil, Pfizer, and Raytheon Technologies. Okay? It's a curse. Yo, Daniel, how you doing? So the reason why they're changing this is because of Apple stock split. Okay? And the weighting is going to be down. Now, unlike the S&P, the Dow is weighted based on stock price. So Apple, it says down in here, Apple is going to be Well, first off, before we get into that, the reason why they're doing it is because after the stock split, technology in the Dow is going to go from 27% down to 20% in terms of their exposure to technology for the fund. So that is why they're doing it. So the reason why it's weighted this way is it's weighted based on the price stock and not on market cap. That's how the Dow works. So they're going to be dropping down, and it's going to cause the weighting to go down. Not that. Don't get confused. Apple's still going to be the same value. The only thing is the stock price is going to be changed, which the Dow weights the stock price for how much exposure it has and how much weighting it has. So that is kind of the deal. The interesting thing is they're going to be taking out Exxon, which has been there for over 100 years, and replacing it with Salesforce and Pfizer and Raytheon, or not Raytheon, Honeywell, Amgen. Sorry, Salesforce, Amgen, and Honeywell. So we're talking about 6 companies. Exxon, Pfizer, and Raytheon are going to be out of there, which costs, it's going to create some opportunity. I was already looking at Salesforce because Salesforce has earnings after market close today. So I was already looking at Salesforce. Obviously, if you were already in Salesforce, then things are looking on the up for you. I mean, this pump from 208 to 218, now it's at 213, but still relatively good. So it's getting pumped up before earnings. Salesforce was getting a little toppy out here. It was a potential double top here, but now it's pushing through. So we'll see what happens. Yo, Renji, how you doing? What is going on? So just be mindful. Salesforce earnings after market close today. What we have going on today, kind of go over some of my plays right now. I did trade some earnings. So I'm in Best Buy earnings. I sold some premium. So I sold the 117 put and call. And it is looking something like this. So I sold the 117 put and call, bought the 109, bought the 125. Kind of what I'm looking for today. Let me bring down implied volatility a little bit. Basically what I want here is I want it to basically be above 112, 111.50, and below 122. Now, Best Buy is chilling right now at 112, so I might be up a small amount. I mean, I'll be up, it says like $50. I mean, not going to be a huge winner, but, I'll definitely take it. So Best Buy, people are like, why is it down? The reason why it's down, they beat estimates. They came in at $1.71 a share compared to $1.08. I mean, just crushed it. Revenue came in above forecast. Comparable sales were up double. I mean, just amazing. However, they said it did not expect the current pace of sales to continue. So just be mindful. When you're investing in the stock market, it's all about what the stock price is going to be in the future. If you buy a stock today, you want that to increase in the future. So if they say, hey, we're not going to be doing as well in the future, that's why the stock is down. It's not that they didn't do well in earnings. Now, they could be setting themselves up. Now, what we've been seeing pretty much all of 2020, lowering the bar, and smash it, right? So they may, companies don't like to smash earnings in this way because, it raises the bar and it increasingly gets harder for the next quarter and then the next quarter and the next quarter because you always have to do better. You always have to do better. You always have to do better, right? So for them saying, we don't think it's going to continue this way, it could lower the bar because now guidance is going to be down and they're going to basically, I don't know. We'll see what happens next quarter. Maybe sales will be the same. Maybe they won't. Maybe they're onto something. I don't know. But Best Buy has had a crazy run. So it being down to 113, 112 right now. I mean, last week it was at 110. It was at before that 100. I mean, so it's this leg up. I mean, has been enormous. question for the splits. I'm confused about what happens to the stock from when they close the opportunity to get in before the split and when it splits for purchase. So what happens to the stock bought at 500 between now and August 31st? So let me pull up this up. So let me pull this up. Okay. Let me show you. And you can always go just so you understand. You can go, this is investor.apple.com. Every single company on the market has an investor relations section. So this will tell you exactly what's going to happen at what date and what happens to you. Because, I mean, to be honest with you, some people have millions, or even like Warren Buffett has billions at stake. So you're like, oh, what happens to my money? If you don't understand it, but for every company, if you're a public company, you're going to have an investor relations page. This is of course Apple's. Okay, so they tell you what happens if I buy or sell shares on or after the record date and before the X date. If you sell shares on or after the record date, 8/24, August 24th, but before the X date, August 31st, you will be selling them at a pre-split price. At the time of the sale, you will surrender your pre-split shares and will no longer be entitled to the split shares. Following the split, the new owner of the shares will be entitled to the additional shares resulting from the stock split. If you buy shares on the record date but before the X date, you will purchase the shares at the pre-split price and will receive on your brokerage account and will be credited with the shares purchased. Following the split, you will receive, or your brokerage account will be credited with the additional shares resulting from the stock split. So you still get it. But just be mindful. If you have questions about a stock, you can go to investor relations, whether it's Apple, Tesla, whatever company you're looking at. They lay it out to you because they have to. They say, you're messing with people's money. They want to know where it's going to go. Yo, Julio, thanks for subscribing, man. So that is kind of the deal for Best Buy. Palo Alto, I'm also in Palo Alto earnings. Now, Palo Alto, I am selling the 265 strikes, and I bought 20 strike wide iron condor on this. I did click like $14 in premium. Let's bring this down a little bit. So I'm looking at, right now it's at 259. So it's looking like I'm going to be making some money on this, probably around 300 or so. But Palo Alto, let's see, where was it? Palo Alto. So here it is. Palo Alto, they beat by 9 cents. Revenue came in above forecast. Guidance was upbeat. Looking good because people are working remote. Palo Alto, currently, they had an expected move like $18 and it's only down 9. So, still within the expected move here. So we're still within the expected move. BA. So BA, BA and the whole thing with Boeing, Renji, Boeing is obviously lifting off. However, come on, guys, are you kidding me? The thing is that I don't like about Boeing is a lot of resistance, a lot of selling, and the thing is, Boeing was a good company to invest in. They paid a big dividend. Everything was fine. Then the 737 MAX thing, the whole thing happened. And it started to decline. And they're like, oh, we can fix it. And they started to fix it. And then the pandemic hit. And the orders were canceled. And the thing is, as traders, it's not, maybe it will get back up to 200. Maybe it'll get up to 250. But it's gonna have a lot of resistance because, and there's a lot of news out about it, about planes being canceled. Who was it this morning that just laid off? Who was it? Here we go. Delta Airlines furloughed more than 1,900 pilots due to the significant drop in air travel demand. So kind of look at this. I mean, look at it. I mean, yes, you can, if you want to buy stock and you believe in it in the 10-year, 5-year, whatever the case is, no one's asking questions about that. But trading options on it right now is very, very difficult. Sure, you can hit the home runs. You can. I mean, this is a major pump. Yesterday, we're gapping up, but there's a lot in this area. There's a lot of trapped people that are like, hey, if it reaches this price, I just want to get out of here. I just want my money back. Why did I invest in Boeing? Why didn't I invest in Tesla? What did I do? And they don't want to sell because that means you're going to take a loss. Most people don't like taking losses, so they're just going to bag hold, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the government even said, Trump said, we're not going to let Boeing go out of business, but he also didn't say we don't, it's not going to drop back down to 100, right? Delta said at least 1,900. Yeah. So, I mean, right now where travel is, I mean, they're not going to be buying planes. They have them parked all over the airports everywhere right now. So Boeing, with that being said, I think the only thing that could save it is if we get a government contract and go to war. I mean, which none of us want to see, right? None of us want to see us go to war and fighting that. But that's, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who's going to be ordering Boeing's planes. I mean, who's going to buy Boeing's planes at this point? So they're just sitting on the lot, just chilling. And then the people that work at Boeing are in jeopardy too. Now, that doesn't mean the stock price can't increase because you've seen in the pandemic, stock prices have been increasing. But, I mean, travel, I mean, they all look, I mean, everything looks the same. Boeing, let's look at Delta, United. I mean, every chart, I mean, it's the same exact chart. Now, can United go back up to 95 one day? Absolutely. But what's the pathway to get there? That's kind of what you got to ask yourself. Is people just look at a chart and like, oh, it was 95 6 months ago. It's gonna go back up to 95 in a couple months. I'm gonna buy 100 strike calls for 2021. If air travel returns by 2021, you're right on point. If not, then I mean you're kind of out of luck. So, just because it dropped a lot doesn't mean it has to go back up. I mean, this going back up could take it years. Whoa, could take years. So for Boeing, there's a lot of resistance. There's going to be a lot, as you can see in the past, popped up, dropped, popped up, dropped. Had a huge pop up here, drop back down, and it likes, 160, 170 right now is a sweet spot. However, this is still on the decline. Yeah, it's not 120, but so if it were me, if I wanted to be long Boeing, I would just buy shares. That's what I would do. But I do not want to be long Boeing right now. I think there's better opportunities in the market. I would go with an airlines before Boeing, I think. maybe like MGM, even MGM, Wynn Resorts, stuff like that. You might want to go with before Boeing. The problem with Boeing has so much red tape. Boeing has exposure to the government. They have investigations. They have planes falling out of the sky. I mean, like the whole thing was. Now they have no people buying the planes, so they were in big trouble. So I think if you just because it dropped a lot, I mean I think there's better opportunities. Like I think one stock that I really like right now, DKNG, I think is a great opportunity, right? Zero debt, Over $1 billion in cash. Just wait for sports to return. Sounds like people are going to bet, whether you're at your home. I like DKNG way better. Now, I mean, it's looking like it's pretty safe right in this area. So obviously not investment advice, but for entertainment purposes only. But that's just kind of what I think. Square. So I'm currently in Square. It's kind of chilling. It gave up. I mean, it was crazy yesterday. Gapped up to 159, gave it all back. I did buy down in here, but it's just sitting down here. So it's just chilling. Now Square, it could come down to like the 148, 147 area. So I'm kind of waiting and seeing what it's going to do. I'm in the 150 calls right now. So we need a little bit of a pop, but I don't know if we're going to get it. SPCE. So SPCE, Virgin Galactic. You know, we talked about this. What was it, a day ago, 2 days ago? Or was it yesterday? I don't remember. But we were looking at this major decline. Look at these averages. So the pink line that I have is the 200-day SMA. And if we zoom in here, you know, it came basically all the way down to the 200-day and bounced. So I thought it was going to come down to like 1650. It did come down to like the 1670 area. It came close enough and it bounced back up. I mean, yesterday came all the way down to 1672, ripped down, and then just kept going up. So, you know, you can kind of use this as a guide. Now, is it going to break through the 10-day? Is it going to bust through 18 here? We'll see what happens. Yeah, future habits. I mean, what happened with China last night was not so much of a trade deal. They just kind of confirmed and said, hey, everything's all good. Let's leave it. Because they were, I mean, obviously the U.S. and China are at each other's throats. I mean, like, which we've been for 2 years, and now with coronavirus has made it increasingly worse. And obviously, politically, people want to blame certain parties for, you know, they want to have a scapegoat because it's not my fault, it's not his fault, it's not their fault. You know, it doesn't matter what party you're with. Everyone's always looking for a scapegoat, and unfortunately, China is the easiest scapegoat. Which, I mean, maybe China did it, maybe China didn't do it. I mean, what do we know? They don't share anything with us. So maybe if people shared things, we would understand more. But who's telling the truth? That's the problem. I don't know. Yeah, Robinhood traders are just like, oh, there's a trade deal. Okay, go all in. Okay, I just deployed 100% of my account, which is $300. We'll put it all on QQQ. And it goes. I'm all in, boys. I'm all in. I worked hard for this $300. YOLO. Yo, Johnny, I mean, I've been at this a long time. I get it. I know who's doing what. You know, just wait till those stimulus checks come through. YOLO boy's gonna be going crazy. I know, because I was guilty. Oh man, it's so funny. But unfortunately, it's true. I want people to be successful. I do, but some people just go about it the wrong way. You know, they just go about it the wrong way. You know, if you're 18 years old with $200 in your account and a pipe dream, by all means go for it. But the chances of you being successful with that $200 is going to be a slow process. It's not going to be a quick process. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. I've seen, you know, from my perspective and the exposure I get to comments, direct messages, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Discord, YouTube, you get a feel pretty quick on who's doing what and who's gonna have longevity in this game. You know, people make fun of me all the time. They're like, "Hey, Nick, you don't take a lot of risk. Hey, Nick, you don't do this." But at the end of the day, I'm still here trading and you're not. That's the thing. Do you have longevity? Can your accounts increase? Can you keep doing this? Most people just try to get rich. Daniel Ring, let's get it. If you're looking to get rich, just buy a lottery ticket. But you can go on all. The thing is, the people that made money really quick in the stock market, whether it's Tesla or Apple, and they're like, oh yeah, I made $100,000. The question is, can you keep the money? The reason why I like my P&L pretty much every day is very consistent. And the reason why is because I have processes to safeguard me from myself. I'm my own worst enemy at times. Why would I put that trade on? So you have rules and you have a process, and that process doesn't allow me to put 10 grand on Apple calls or 10 grand on Tesla calls. Would it have made sense? Absolutely. But my process does not allow me to do that. What's your daily percentage? So right now I'm making between, let's just say $400 and $1,000 a day. So that's kind of where I'm keeping it. Anywhere between $400 and $1,000 a day, and I try to keep my losses at $1,000 a day, so that at the most $1,000 a day loss at the most. That way, if I do lose in the market, I'm only losing one day's worth of gain. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Don't we all start trading with the wrong intentions? Absolutely, Daniel. The longer you stay in the game, the more opportunities you will have. Yeah, I mean, people were telling me like, oh, I just started trading in the pandemic. I just buy a call, just throw a call on there, just throw a put on there. It's so easy. This game's easy. And then when you have to actually trade, when you actually have to get good at trading, when it gets hard, I don't understand. The economy's crumbling, but the stock market's exploding. I just want to keep shorting it. I know people lost 9 grand in a month, 20 grand in a month, because they kept shorting the spike until they didn't have any money. Like, at some point, you kind of have to ask yourself, if you keep losing, why do you keep doing it? So one of my processes is, if I have 2 red days in a row, I need to examine my strategy. Did the market change? Do I need to change strategy? Am I trading the wrong stocks? Like, what's going on? If you have 2 red days in a row, because what you don't want is 5 red days in a row, a week red, 2 weeks red. You got to cut it off. If you have 1 red day, it's okay. 2 red days, I'm kind of like, okay, we'll see what's going on. 3 red days, you better stop trading and get your act together, because you're gonna dig yourself in a hole. And that's what those people don't have. They don't have the process. They don't have control. So that is why they blow their accounts out. Nothing was honestly harder than trying to find gains in VIX at 12 environment. Absolutely no movement. Chathan, bro, tell me, I remember like VIX was 8 and we were like dying. Like, we were literally just dying. I would buy I put on some put spreads and I would just leave it. I would leave. I mean, it was the most boring thing ever. And then we got the trade war, which the VIX increased, but it was the wrong kind of VIX increase. It was difficult to navigate, Turn the profits into equity is what I do. Nick, what do you think about CLX? Dropped 7% for no apparent reason. So Clorox, I mean, the biggest thing that I find about Clorox is they don't have anything on the shelves, man. Like, I'm trying to buy stuff, wipes and, Clorox wipes and the whole 9. Like, they knew we were in a pandemic for months. I mean, are they ramping up production? Like, what's going on here? Why aren't they producing? Where's all the stuff? Where's all the Clorox wipes? Where's all, they figured out toilet paper. So I think, honestly, Clorox may be in trouble because they're not. Whoa. All right, hold on. I got some trades I got to close out here. Hold on. I got to close out some trades. Hold up, guys. I gotta close out of I have to close out of I have to close out a Best Buy. If I can get there. Come on, Best Buy. So Best Buy is tanking hard. All right, let's close. We gotta close out. We gotta close out Palo Alto. Hold up. They need some contracts traded on this thing. They are ramping production. Well, Clorox needs to get it together, man. Like it's out of control. There's nothing in the stores. I cannot close out a Palo Alto. Let me free. Yeah, Best Buy is good. I mean, Palo Alto is the big winner, Daniel. I'm trying to get out of it. Best Buy, let me out. Okay. So Palo Alto made $4.55. Now let me try to get. I'm trying to get out of Best Buy, but it's being annoying. I don't know. What was my credit for Best Buy? I don't think it was that great. Best Buy, I got a. Oh yeah. Best Buy is hurting a little bit. But we'll get out. We'll get out. Okay, Best Buy. Okay, we got out of Best Buy. So, you know, it's a win. It's a win. However, freaking Square is screwing me right now. So, here's the deal. Made $4.55 on Palo Alto at the money Iron Condor. I lost 16 on Best Buy, but I'm losing $4.50 on Square because Square is just sucking it right now. So kind of break even right now. I'm selling some premium on AMD and DKNG, so we're just chilling on that right now. But, I mean, Square. Come on, man. I think people are trying to spam me in the comments. Okay, we're making some money back. We're making some money back on Square. Square is a little wild right now. It dipped below 150, is coming back up. If Square stays above here, we're gonna be green on the day. But we gotta find some opportunities. But we have to be careful because remember, we don't want to go. I mean, I don't want to go in too thick. You can do what you want, but for me, remember, Fed Summit is on Thursday. Powell is speaking at 9. I can't stress this enough. Powell is going to be speaking 9:10 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday. Okay? I cannot stress this enough. This is an important event. So, don't let them F your life up, bro. Don't let them do it. Don't let Powell take your money. If you're in trades you can't exit, you got to learn how to hedge. You got to learn how to adjust. All right, we're making some money back on Square, so we're chilling. But yeah, lost $16 on Best Buy earnings. I did make $4.55 on Palo Alto. That was a nice win. Now I need to come out of Square pretty clean here. So if we can get out of Square, if we can come out of Square clean, we just make it through. But we're gonna need some movement up to 154 area on Square. I don't know if we're gonna get Clorox. I mean, whew. Man, Home Depot opened up around 288 and just dropped to 284. Tesla sub 2000. You said NAO is moving. NAO. Here you go. NAO's at an interesting point right here. So the question is it going to get rejected or not? It's going to finally bust through, or what's it going to do? That's the situation. That's the situation we're in right now. What else we got? What else we got going on right now? So Amazon's down $20. I mean, it's amazing how much lag Thinkorswim has. You always trade on 5 or 15 minutes. So I trade on both the 5-minute and the 15-minute, Daniel. I use both for day trading. Are you going to sell some premium, Daniel? Sell some premium in Tesla? So Amazon, a little red right here, but still rather bullish. But it's getting stopped out around 3,300. It's getting stopped out right now, at least on the weekly. Right now, it's getting stopped out around here. So we'll see. It's consolidating after the upwards move, which is not bad. Now, what do you guys think? Is Amazon going to have a stock split or no? Are they going to feel the pressure? Yo, Jim, Mike Cranston, what's going on? If you're just joining, say what up. Guys, you do me the favor, hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. I'm in Cat from yesterday. So Caterpillar, let's take a look. Man, the lag is just out of control. So Caterpillar, I can't even imagine executing trades on Thinkorswim right now. I'm glad I'm using Tastyworks, but like this Caterpillar, just be mindful. 144 area, potential rejection area. So just be careful. Careful. Split it into 10. All right, Square. I mean, Square had a little bit of a rocky open, but it's looking promising, Derek. It's looking promising. Okay. I mean, we'll see. We're down. I'm down a little bit of money. I'm down an extra $100 today on it, but you know, we'll fight through. Thoughts on Zoom? So Zoom has earnings on the 31st on Monday after market close. So Zoom, I think it has some trouble up here, but it is above previous resistance. So we're kind of see what happens. I think that, you know, maybe sell some premium credit put spreads around 280. Yesterday it took a huge dump because Zoom was actually down all morning. I don't know actually what time they came back, but our Strangle is going for 14K. Let's sell that if I had the capital, Daniel, on Tesla. Yeah, I mean Tesla's super pricey, but good news is they're splitting their stock, and you're not going to get as much movement, but you're going to have more opportunities for smaller options traders. You know. But yeah, Zoom has earnings. So last earnings they were relatively they ramped up before earnings, and then it dropped a little bit right before earnings. So, you know, it's a spicy stock. I don't think one really knows which direction Zoom is going at any given time except for up. So, I mean, it's going up, but the drops are disgusting. Like the drops will make you like wish you'd never entered. And then you think you buy the dip, and it just keeps dipping, but the reversals are hard. So you like I said, learn the stock's personality, and for Zoom in particular, know that the dips are harsh. Know that if you buy the dip, it potentially could dip more. So give yourself cushion. The reversals are quick, but those dips, I mean, sometimes you think to yourself, man, they never come back. I mean, it just dropped, but it ran like what? It ran in a week. It ran from 230 to 295 in a week, 5 days. I mean, it was insane. And here we are. We dropped from 295 down to 275. We're like, oh, that's a $20 drop. I don't know if I can hang on. And now it's reversing back up. So, you know, these stocks are buy the dip stocks, but you don't know how long it's going to dip for. That's the thing. I mean, it kind of does what it wants. I mean, it dipped from 275 all the way down to 230, and then it ramped from 230 to 295, and now we're at 285. So, and then it's, you know, and you can kind of tell it's done this before. Before it went from 220 down to 200, and that was pretty big, and then it ramped back up to 280, right? And then it went from 280 all the way down to 240, and then ramped back up. You know, so just understand its personality with Zoom. It's a harsh stock, but you can make a lot of money. And if that's not if that doesn't fit, if that's not the type of trader you want to be, it doesn't fit into your trade plan, then there's other opportunities, my friends. There's a lot of other opportunity in the market. Let's see. You know, you don't have just because other people are trading it doesn't mean you have to trade it. It does not mean that. Trade what's best for you. Trade what's best for your risk and what's best for your portfolio. The stocks that I trade here may not be good for your account. You know, maybe you can learn a couple things from the streams, but you know, maybe you can't trade Zoom or Palo Alto or Square or whatever else I trade, you know, and that's okay. We all start somewhere. All right, Square's making a nice comeback now, so we need that. So I need Square. I got to look for some more positions today. Earnings today, like I said, I'm going to be looking at Salesforce, maybe Nordstrom. We'll check out liquidity on Autodesk and Intuit. Kind of see what happens. Maybe Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers might be a good one. But right now, S&Ps are only up 4, Dow is down 1, and NASDAQ is down 19. So it's a little rocky here, guys. The spread on Square at open is rough. Yeah, it's tightening up a little bit. I mean, I was down quite a bit on this position. I was down like 400. Now I'm only down 200. I'm actually up on the day on it with this Square push here. So we'll see what happens. Getting some money back. I mean, I got two. What my mistake? I thought I was going to have a day trade. My mistake was buying this week's options. I should have bought next week's. Instead of buying 2 for this week, I should have bought 2 for next week, and that was my bad. And I should have with the Fed and all that's going on, I should have cushioned myself more if I want, you make mistakes. Sometimes your entries are not the best. Like, nobody can trade perfectly. No one's going to have it. And then, if you do have a perfect trade, which only happens maybe once or twice a year where you time the bottom and the top perfectly, man, smash that. But typically that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that. Man, Zoom's really pushing. What's Docu doing right now? Docu broke 200, but it's pushing, so we'll see. I mean, last time Docu did this to me, I mean, it went down to like the 180 area, 190. So we'll see what happens. I'm not a buyer of DocuSign yet, because last time it did this to me, it kind of hurt a little bit. It came all the way down to 190. I thought it wasn't going to break 200. Came down to 190, which is, you can see pretty nice support here. So that was my bad, and it is what it is. And I think in this type of market, just thinking through things, not rushing in. I know that we want to rush in, we want to make money, but I think mistakes are made when you rush. Like, I could have been in next week expiration on Square, should have just taken it easy, but I just bought the dip, thought we were going to have a quick reversal, and we did not have a quick reversal. And if you lose the opportunity, you lose the opportunity. It's better than losing money. At least from my perspective. All right, we're making some money back on Square. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We'll see if things are happening. Man, Tesla's pumping. Home Depot's pumping. Might want to buy the dip on Home Depot. See if it comes down to 284 area. We'll see. Qs are pushing up, but SPY is not looking great. SPY is dipping down a little bit here at open, but kind of leveling out. Let's see if it double bottoms here at 343. Let's see if we get a double bottom here if it breaks through. That's a Barnick. Losing the opportunity is better than losing money. Derek, I have that's not where my talents are, but if you want me to write for you, bro, I will write for you. If you want to pay out the royalties, I will write. I know a lot. I know a lot of musicians. I mean, I can sell. I'm good. He's like, I am not. I don't think I'm talented musically. All right, SPY potential double bottom right here on the 5 minute 343. See what happens. Home Depot pushing up, but not looking particularly strong. Facebook, what are we doing with Facebook? Facebook's looking pretty good, but nothing's particularly strong right now. So best to wait. Yesterday, Apple took some back some of my gains from last week. Sorry to hear, man. You'll get it back. You'll get it back. That's the thing. A red day does not define you. A red day does not define you. Multiple red days do not define you. You have to do something to shake it up. Like, I remember when I was early. I remember when I was like really early in my options trading career, and I don't remember how many red days I had, but basically it was a lot. And I said, this stops here. And the reason why I didn't quit is because I believed in myself that I could do it. I was profitable. I've been profitable. I've had profitable weeks. I had profitable months. I was on a very bad losing streak. I didn't see the market right. So what did I do? I literally would stay up all night, all day, whatever. I would stay up every night, look at the charts, research everything, look at what's going on. What am I missing? Because it's not the market. When you're losing, it's not the market. It's not the market. It's 100% you. You're like, oh yeah, well, if the Fed didn't do this, or if Trump didn't do this, or if China didn't do this, or if this company didn't say this, like, no. It's your fault. You lost money. It's your fault. You don't blame anybody else but yourself. Okay. So that's kind of the situation. So what I did was I would just look at the charts. I would look at, I wouldn't commit a trade. I would try to figure out where I went wrong. Why was I making losing trades? Why was I doing poorly? Why did I take this trade that ended up being a loser? Why did it become a loser? You know, and you have to work backwards like that. It's all about your ability to adapt, Chathan. You're right. You know, what works today may not work tomorrow. Selling a premium may not work tomorrow. I've been selling premium pretty well. Might not work tomorrow. Like, I don't understand. I've been doing this strategy for 2 weeks. I've been doing it for a month. Market shifted. Market changed. You got to adapt. You got to shake it up. You got to change things up. Apply a new strategy. And Facebook breaking out right now. It was hitting 272, just bouncing off 272, is pushing up now. It's a nice little rip up there. Okay, I need Square to really push this area. It was trapped all day. Let's push. You may need to have someone speak into your trading as well. Yeah, sometimes you need a second pair of eyes. Sometimes you need a mentor. Sometimes you need to reach out to other traders, and that's why we have the community that we have. I mean, a lot of people connect with myself or a bunch of other traders. I mean, in the UVH fam, in the Discord, the Facebook, there are some really great traders. There really are. There really are some really great traders in the community that manage the risk, that maintain consistency, profitability. But yes, Facebook looking good. Let's see what's Boeing. Boeing's red, guys. Not surprised. Not surprised in the, not surprised. I mean, it could push green, but we'll see. We're seeing some weakness across the board. Man, DKNG is running hot. Look at that. Just crazy. I might lose on that. I was selling some premium in there. I might lose. We'll see. We'll see what it do. But yeah, overall the market's flat to weak. Apple. What are we doing with Apple? Apple's down 6, under 500. Yeah, people are going to be flipping out. But I mean, to be granted, I mean, like, to be fair, I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? I mean, since earnings, it's went from 400 to 515. I mean, 25-30% increase in a matter of weeks. I don't know, guys. Doesn't make sense to me. MU. It's a dangerous. Man, this thing really. I didn't think it was gonna fall off like that because we're looking relatively bullish, and then it breaks down hard down to 42. Man, that is crazy. I haven't been watching MU for a minute, but that is wild. That is wild that price action. I would like for me. I would not be a buyer. like for me. I mean, it might work out for you, but like for me, I'm not trading this chart. It might push up, but I mean, what was the reason? What was the reason why it went down? Was there a reason why it went down so much? I haven't traded MU in a while, so I'm not familiar with why it went down so much. And DKNG though, pumping hard. Might have to buy back. I might have to buy back my puts. Yeah, the put side I have. So I have. I was selling some premium in DKNG. Whew. So the put side I'm gonna have to collect because the put side is only worth 15 cents now. So buy that back, and then we'll see about the calls because the put side's at pretty much max profit. Can't really make more money there. But DKNG running. Is it going to break range, though? Is DKNG going to break out of range? Wow. Actually showing some pretty good strength. Okay, let's try to adjust this here. So I'm going to try and sell the put side. Collect some profits. Okay, so I close out the put side. Now we're gonna see about the call side. We'll see about the call side. But yeah, that thing is ripping hard. Home Depot looks to be kind of stabilizing around 285. Might get on that, so we'll see. Collected some money off of DKNG. So made 257 on the put side. So I'm down like 150 on it. So we'll see if we get a little pullback and we'll make some money on the call side. But right now I'm a little bit underwater on the call side, but made max profit on the put side, so we'll see if we can adjust this for it to come back down a little bit and make some money. Square still not doing what I want it to do. Square's not doing, but it's okay. Q's right now looking a little weak. SPY right now looking weak. But again, just sitting here at 343, like, what are you going to do, man? You're going to chill here? Going to go up? I mean, SPY is still green. Q's are red. So, might be one of those days, guys. I might have to close out Square. We'll see. I feel like Square is gonna pop up to like 154, but it doesn't look promising. Home Depot's getting sold off pretty good. What else we got? Twitter's getting sold off. Facebook came back down to 272 area, but still looks pretty bullish on the 5-minute. Let's see, what is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? Square's just going green to red, green to red, green to red. Like, pick a direction. Pick a direction. Let's see. You're just back at support yesterday. I mean, it held pretty good, but we'll see. But if we could get any upward push, I mean, I think this can really. I think Square could really fly, but it's just, it's playing hard to get right now. Facebook looks like a potential dip buy here. I do like Facebook, but I mean, yesterday was a little disappointing. I mean, you definitely could have made some money yesterday with Flu, but gave it all back. So I'm not getting trapped today. I am not getting trapped today. We're going to take it easy. We're going to sell some premiums. Selling premiums, paying the bills. So sell some premiums, going to relax. Everything's going to be chill. Man, Best Buy. Good thing I sold off Best Buy. I only took a $16 loss. Man, that thing is getting the axe. I mean, it's just getting destroyed. So, okay. So we'll see what happens here. I'll take off. You guys all have a great day. Stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.